Hey folks, Positive Paul, and let's just do. We'll call this the anomaly video. Some of this stuff I've already shown before, but definitely worth reviewing again for the good folk out there that are still waiting for the little green Martians to arrive. It's amazing that people are married to this idea that somehow there's these higher dimensional beings, which there are, but they're in the form of these aliens that have go by many names: reptilians, Palladians, Orions. We've heard it all, folks. And not to take away someone's belief that if that's what they actually believe and they're not a fraud trying to be a disinfo agent, well, then that's what you believe. So the problem becomes is when you present evidence to the contrary, which I hate to say it, that's where I come in. And that's why I am one of the most censored people on YouTube. It cracks me up. I see these people, 400,000 subscribers. Oh, we're being censored, this and that, and shadow banned and all. Again, folks, you've got frauds on YouTube. Some of them are actually Draco hybrids pretending to be targets, trying to dumb down this targeting. Now, what is the targeting about? Well, what have we convinced ourselves of so far? That yes, the American government has a system in place that is almost identical to the Gestapo of Nazi Germany, almost identical to the Russian Cheka in the Soviet Union. All right? But here's where I'm going to tell you that we all know that this boots on the ground force is there in our physical reality. These people getting in our way, playing games, doing stupid stuff. But 100% for sure, the fallen ones are right behind their every step. All right? Now, I would love to meet these good aliens and say, please, please, Mr. Alien, just fix this whole mess. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the tribulation will hit first, and that's when people are going to wake up to this reality that, what started off to be a good thing with God's creation, with the original DNA blueprint of man, has now turned into this Frankenstein-esque amalgamation of these freaks of nature that want to take over our very way of life, which is a way of peace, which is a way of harmony, which is a way of getting along with one another, being able to communicate with one another, not via technology. But what's the purpose of mind control, people? Well, if you ask me, I think it's, someone's not going along with the program, and that's why they need mind control. Hence, Genesis 3:15, the enmity, all right? The hostility. That's where it all stems from, folks. So let's just go look at these quick anomalies. And my first iPhone 6 got stolen because I'm a dum-dum. Had some amazing anomalies I was posting up, a couple good videos, and they all got removed by YouTube. We know YouTube, their days are numbered, even though I guess thanks for, letting us have this platform, even though, it's the waters are so muddy. But here, I'm going to give you physical evidence, all right? I've told you already, these fallen angels can manifest within human beings. Now, my guess is these people are somewhat compromised, and in the sense that they're being able to be taken over. Now, when you look at this picture from my iPhone, which is expanded a little bit, you clearly see what we believe to be an alien gray. The beady eyes, the skull. But when you look down here at the electromagnetic anomaly, that's, I hear a lot of times people talk about this greenish light. Well, I've got this all day long, and Right there he is. That is a fallen angel that, working in tandem with who knows other ones, is inside that person. Now, if I didn't really believe this, do you think I want to sound crazy and present this to you? No. So let's move on. Here's a video from 2017, a screen capture, where the perp plane is buzzing over, trying to hit me with directed energy. But look, at the bottom of the screen, there they are, two of them, fallen angels, all right? Now, here's another weird one. You see the electromagnetic field around the alien, all right? There's the perp plane. But look at the little head, the neck, the shoulders. And who knows what that is? It's just a whirlwind of energy. Who knows? But look, you see it. It's like almost like a dome, an EMF field around the entity. So, you know, a lot of questions, few answers, right, folks? That's just a plain weird one. All these little things making that up. Who knows? You know, and these are all in tandem with the American Nazi reptoid perp plane. Now, with these hybrids, folks, all right, this is a video I did last year. My girlfriend went up to, I guess, Knott's Berry Farm with our son. And these two reptoids were following them around. And she caught him off guard, was taking a picture of the tree, I'm sure. And look how he's staring. But look at this guy's hand, how it's all stretched out. Those look like veins, but see where it's like almost like webbing, right? These things are freaks of nature. And then how this works, folks, is I'm assuming after World War II, they started in earnest with this hybrid program. And these entities are knocking up these women. I guess some of them are witches, some of them, who knows, didn't even really understand what the hell was going on, however that works. But clearly, if you are in tune with the Creator, with Elohim, you can spot these hybrids a mile away. Now, let's look at this, folks. I've already explained how we know by now Hollywood is a cesspool full of Satanists. And unfortunately, all the musicians, most of them, I assume, if not all, out of the 60s, who knows, 50s too, right? That was what was it, the Roaring 20s, what were the 50s? But look, these musicians, they're roped into this satanic ritual abuse nonsense, all right? Now, in order to make it in these businesses, you have to be a part of this little satanic club. Now, here is what is a fallen angel inhabiting this person, all right? If you don't know who that is, I'm not going to tell you. But him, and along with many others, took part in rituals done on me and these other kids. And unfortunately, I don't think these other kids are around today. You can see how the hand welds together, how it's totally, reptoid, all right? Look at that, right there. You see those claws, all right? You see that, you get the hell out of the way. Now, these Draco hybrids, they've got some issues, okay? One of the main issues is when they're on video, where their skin is, it starts to phase out. But more importantly, their eyes start to go wackadoodle, all right? I don't know what it is with the eyeball thing is, but it's with all Dracos. That's something about their eyes that get whacked out. And I've already got a bunch of them picked out on YouTube. You know, I'm just waiting for the day to come where I'm going to expose all you little dirty frauds on YouTube trying to worm your way in and dump down this targeting program. And by the way, it's not a program, all right? This isn't some after-school summer program your kid's in. It's a disease, a sickness. It's a cancer on society. It's a cancer on humanity. And it's coming to an end. So yeah, these Dracos get their eyeballs all whacked out. And that's one of the clues I'll give you right now, folks. All right? Here, look at that, the old slit eye. All right? You know who that is. All shapes and forms, folks. right? Once they get whacked out, look, the eyeball turns all wacky. All right. Look, the old lobster claw. Yeah, you people. Here's Steely Dan's Royal Scam album from 1974. It's got Kid Charlemagne on it. Look at it. All right. What do you take away from that? These are obviously, you know, New York City, World Trade Center. I think that's the Chrysler Building. But look, reptile, a jackal. And who knows what that thing is? And underneath it all, you got this guy sleeping. That's you, America. Wake up. So the thing about these anomalies is the little interdimensional entity thing that's always buzzing around with these perp aircraft. Now here's a military one that went over the house the other day. I haven't posted the video, but what's the point? You really can't see, you know, you have to be really looking hard. And once it gets on YouTube, it's almost impossible to see. But look, these little things. Folks, none of you people out there can show any of this. I know you've got all good stories and testimonies. And look, you know, I know that probably a lot of our situations are unique concerning this targeting. But there are fundamentally you know, basic things that will separate a real target from not a real one. Okay, so if you're going to come on YouTube and label your videos gang stalking, this and that, but you got nothing to really say about it, you're speaking, what do they say, extempore, how would you say that? Like outside of the whole entire process that we're all going through, well, that's not very convincing for me. So here we go. We just saw that, the dark, opaque, ethereal fluid. Now here's this. This was a video from back in March. And I think we're actually in the plague of locusts right now because these things are always buzzing around in my videos. Okay? One right there, one right there. X marks the spot. When you see them do those chemtrails with the X's over you, folks, that means you are a target. Okay? Right? All blown up. Draco assisting the, you know, whatever it is, the fallen one. All right. Well, this is a good capture. One of the big hawks and the little thing zipping around. Look at it. It's that scorpion thing that I've showed you. Here's one from Meredith's video about a month ago, I guess. Yeah. Okay, right there. This little scorpion pest thing. Get a good look at it, folks. Now, I hate to do this. I love Leonard Skinner. Back to these Draco hybrids, all right? Unfortunately, that's Ronnie Van Zant. You got this little, whatever, demon in between the mic stand and where his little hand is. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That thing, this thing, they come in all shapes and sizes, folks, that's for sure. All right, now these things, again, there's no real natural form to it. It's always rigid. Just they do odd zip zapping movements. So yeah, right there by my face. No clue it's there, but there it is in the video. You know, we've seen some of these before. All right, these demonic cloud formations. You can't see these two characters right there? Those are disembodied spirits of, was once, I guess, a human being inhabited by a fallen angel. And they're my abusers. At least two of them right there when I was a kid. And you could definitely pick out the other demons. There's your UFOs, guys, for all you alien freaks. Demonic cloud formation. You can't see that skull right there. We've looked at that. Now these orbs. All right. Look, nobody you know, I've seen the few people that can actually produce, you know, footage of these orbs, but this picture looks out of focus. Well, this picture is from about maybe 2 months ago, and it's about probably 3 in the morning as I was woken up out of a dead sleep. And what I've been doing over the past couple years when this occurs, I try to get a picture. Now look, clearly you see all these orbs in the picture. I'm all out of focus because I'm all out of sorts, all right? I'm not going to even get into whatever the hell there is, what they're trying to do to me, who knows. But here you go, about a minute later, as things start to clear up. All right. Now, when you look at these orbs, folks, all right, you can clearly see Dracos, Greys, you know, take your pick. There's your aliens. September 23rd, 2017. All those orbs cleared away for that giant image of a lamb right there. And there are angels, folks. That's screen capture from a video that was on my old iPhone. Look at that. Big old nasty Draco gonna come get you, kids. You don't mind your P's and Q's. Here's a Draco hiding out in the tree right there next door to my little hovel. Look at this guy. That was from, I think, 2017. You know, with the camera, you get the whole detail. These high-ranking Dracos, they have like the hoods. You ever see those chameleons with like the hoods behind their necks? That's what that is. You can see more detail with the camera actually in your hand. And they'll always have Greys right here. They'll be, you know, right next to them. Now, again, woken up in the middle of the night. And look, I'm all out of focus. But what do you see? And guess what? This is I think a whole pack of Dracos right there. But Jubilina Redeemed has this the same anomaly from a video done over the summer, and it's during the middle of the day, and this exact anomaly is coming out of the sun. I got a screen capture of that, and I made a photograph of it. You've seen it. But look at that. Fucking messing around. And there it is. There's, you know, you show me pictures like that, folks, and I'll start believing these targeting testimonies, all right? Let's see what we got here. All right. There's Go For It Randy. All right. This is from 2 years ago. He seems to capture a lot of orbs out in Arizona. Here you see my comment. It says a year ago. Are you or have you been gang stalked? Nothing. But then again, folks, look. I know that, you know, probably a lot of times YouTube and the powers that be are making sure that these comments aren't being seen. But in the end, folks, you're going to have to decide. What do you want? Do you want our Heavenly Father's Son to return? Which, clearly, I'm taking a stand that is what is going to happen. And there's no fixing this mess. You people that think, what, Trump is going to somehow straighten everything out and put these Illuminati characters in line? Well, let me tell you something. Uncle Carl, all right, who essentially was right at the top, all right, they all answer to him. He's no longer with us. He is, but he's not, if you know what I mean. So let's go. This is what this stalking and targeting of me is about. I'm loaded down with rotting implants. My time is short, all right? And it's because of these fucking implants. I've got one x-ray of one tooth. Right there's one. And then the dentist scraped off where the main implant is. They scraped it to make sure that this couldn't be used in court. Now, when they were doing these experiments on these little kids in the 50s and 60s, do you think they cared about complying with human exposure to radio frequency electromagnetic fields? No. All right. Look, this targeting is about wiping out the original DNA blueprint and putting in this reptoid, hybrid, amalgamation of demons, fallen angels, aliens, whatever you want to call them. It's nothing but disgusting, satanic filth, and it's going to be destroyed soon. Okay, so there you go, folks. Love you all.